Gentlemen.
Kubal's dumb. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Company of Heroes 2. We are the Gentlemen. I'm Hawk.
And I am the machine, and I'm tempted to actually just leave that in the recording at the start of the game, where it just says, Kubal's dumb. Welcome to,
Welcome to Company of Heroes 2.
Can you tell what we were talking about?
May or may not have been OKW. We will not confirm or deny anything. We are, however, excited to bring you this game. It will be helping Hans on the right-hand side of Colony Firmia Winter as our Wehrmacht.
And Pappy O'Daniel is going to be our US forces on the right side of Colony Firmia.
Oh, yes, of course.
Which is weird because the icon for Pappy O'Daniel's on the left side, whereas his base spawn is on the right, so I don't know why they're on the wrong side. But anyway, never mind that. We do have Elite Rifleman coming out of Pappy O'Daniel, and if you're gonna go Elite Rifleman, you pretty much have to straight away. Otherwise, you're just wasting the opportunity to get those vetted squads. Like, you don't really go late game unless you really want the easy 8s, which is like not a huge deal.
Not a huge deal, yeah. And he played it right as well. You go 2 Riflemen into Elite Rifleman, because you can get the 2 squads out and then go for the Elite Rifleman squad. Or you can float manpower and get 2 Elite Rifleman squads, but it's not really worth it because you lose a lot of capping power. It varies what people do. Nice wire from Helping Hands.
Yeah. Just the traditional wire off that. I mean, people have been doing that wire for quite some time. Very effective. And we do have Helping Hands going for his Encirclement Commander, which is interesting. No Tigers.
Pretty different.
You do have the Stormtroopers, which, they're like Pigrins that can cloak. Yay!
Hey.
They're not that
exciting,
great.
Yeah. I was a little bit excited by that.
I think they also have more bonuses. Yeah, they can I don't know what they do. Yeah, they also ambush. They're like Fallschirmjäger, where they deploy from a building.
So Pappy's going to lose his cutoff here, because he's made the mistake of splitting up on Colony Firmia Winter. He's decided to cap both the top and the bottom, which can be a risky venture. Because you do run the risk of either losing your cutoff or losing the top.
And losing that garrison.
And losing the garrison here if the Grens are going to get into it. Really nice play, actually. Oh, that's surprising. The Grens actually ran away.
Okay, that's why he kept the point. He didn't know they were there. Yeah, for the record, when it comes to this garrison, you can often walk into it up the north of it and sneak the garrison without this person even realizing it. Whereas if you go down here, obviously they'll see it and they'll just beat you to the garrison.
Quite right.
So we'll be losing the cutoff. Personally, what I think is a much better capping order is you send the first rifleman or conscript or Grens or whoever you are, the first combat squad to this point here, and then you cap the back point here.
Yeah.
Whereas he had to walk away from the point, leaving the point open and exposed. He'll be fine because he has the 2v1. But the echelon really should have been going for this north point. I think it's just a much more efficient way. Alternatively, you can do the reverse, where you have the engineers wiring off here, but then you got to make sure that you don't lose the garrison.
Yeah, so that wire really paying dividends here. I think actually most of those riflemen are in the correct cover. They are actually in heavy cover, but the pyres are going to close on them. That's dangerous. Might work.
It's bet 2, so he's going to have a lot of extra accuracy.
Man,
he doesn't lose that squad.
He's going to lose that squad, definitely.
Not worth.
Not worth at all. It can be nice to close with pioneers on conscripts. But
on riflemen, and not through negative cover.
Negative cover, yeah, it's not really the best of ideas. Wow. Could have worked out for him, but yeah, probably not a good idea against a Bet 2 squad.
That's quite scary.
That's quite scary, it is indeed. So, squad down.
The thing is now is when you when you lose your pioneers, you don't have minesweepers, so you can exploit that by spamming mines. Just kidding, US don't get mines! Why don't US get mines? The question I ask myself every single day.
It'd be nice if they did. Any mine would be nice.
Maybe it's because they don't have any good late game AT.
Yeah, that might be
maybe that's a good way.
Yeah, I get the balance. Yeah, I understand. So, riflemen actually find the heavy cover here. But they're not going to have much support from the church. Well, could lose that squad.
Yeah, no cover. That's
that's a nice evac as well. He might get actually a volley off.
I disagree.
You disagree?
Because when he evacs, he missed about 2 volleys worth of shots.
Yeah.
Also, there's 3 windows here anyway.
Oh, okay. So you reckon they can fire out of them?
Oh, yeah, they can.
Does it take much time for what I mean is the Grens were firing out of the other windows on that side. Does it take them long to switch windows?
Not really. Not unless it's a support weapon like an MG42.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's instant. Now, at the moment...
I know, test it. So, yeah, cool.
Pappy O'Daniel here really needs that ambo. And that sucks balls because it's, what, 25 fuel? Okay, 10 fuel. But it's 250 munitions, which it will delay your M20.
Yeah.
And like having that really fast M20 can be very nice in either matchup, Wehrmacht or OKW. Nice flank as well.
And Wehr again paying dividends here.
Wow, Pappy Daniel's doing a lot of squads.
So many models. Yeah, need that ambo. 5 squads of riflemen can work if you don't go into too many engagements before that, and then you get the ambo.
Yeah.
5 squads can work. This has been such an action-intensive game. It means that all the squads are pretty long on the side of Pappy Daniel.
And given that he's not his captain, I think he must be. Yeah, he's going to be captain.
Yeah.
He could have had his M20 by now if he wanted it, but he didn't. I think he's going to go for his pack howitzer, and not a bad choice because of how many garrisons there are on shot blocker Rodney, as we like to refer to it as. You can camp really well, especially as Wehrmacht. So like having the pack howitzer, really just like any mortar, will prevent those garrisons from being effective. And it can be hard to use an M20 because of how many shot blockers there are on shot blocker Rodney. Like you can just walk past a Panzerfaust and get hit, and then you can't really like use it.
Literally my last game that happened.
Stormtroopers.
Yeah, Stormtroopers coming out now from Helping Hands, and I think he just threw down his bunker as well for medics. I really hope he does because all his squads are on half health.
Yeah,
he did indeed. Okay, nice. So yeah, medics are building now. A little bit late, but not too bad for him. Just in the ammo on the side of Pappy Daniel. So good play from both of our players. They're going to have healed up squads coming out fairly shortly.
Now, one thing you have to bear in mind about this matchup, which is kind of broken, is basically like US dominates early game because riflemen are significantly better than grenadiers, and M20 is kind of a big deal. So generally you'll see the Wehrmacht be like pushed right back and then get like, you know, really fighting for territory. But then late game, grenadiers outscale riflemen because of LMGs, despite bars. Tigers become unkillable. So kind of like the US has to win the game early and really punish with a really fast Sherman and wipe squads on retreat and really put the pressure on, because late game is so hard in this matchup. But we're seeing Helping Hands doing a really great job of just getting those really good engagements, keeping the territory, inflicting a lot of bleed. So this is looking really great for Helping Hands because he's going to have a stronger mid game with LMGs, he's going to have a stronger late game with Tigers that he doesn't have because he's gone breakthrough. Okay, so he's probably going to go Panthers. Which is still not as strong because Panthers don't like wipe riflemen consistently like Tigers do. But still very great against both Shermans and Jacksons. Also bear in mind, it's really hard to use Jacksons on this map because of the shot blockers. So like dealing with like Axis tanks is just really hard on this map.
Can be quite difficult. So again, just effective engagements here from Helping Hands. He's just staying in cover. He's not being overly aggressive. He's saying, look, I'll have half of the map. That's absolutely fine. I'll take the heavy cover, see how you go against me. And Shrek's coming down on those Stormtroopers.
Yeah, and they only have one Shrek. Bear that in mind, not two. So they won't have as much damage as a normal Pigrin squad, but they have Cloak and they have Sprint. And they apparently also have Armored Vehicle Detection, which is cool.
The more you know.
And they have med packs, lol. So they're not as powerful, but they do have a lot of ambush potential. So they can be quite strong against a Stuart or an M20 or an M15. None of which we will see. Going for an M1. Okay.
Yep, Captain the M1.
Maybe anticipating a fast Panzer IV. I can't blame him as he hasn't been holding the territory, so the fast Panzer IV is definitely a good, viable option, which we might see. I'm not sure, we'll have to work that out. Another squad of Stormtroopers.
Coming in. So he's had 2 of them for a while now. The one with the Shrek does actually decide to back off here. Still not a lot coming out from Helping Hands, just those Gren squads and the Stormtroopers. The Stormtroopers must be fairly expensive in terms of manpower, aren't they?
No, not really that much more than Pigrins. It's 340.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Pigrins are 360. I think it's because they have less health or less armor or whatever. Well, received accuracy than Panzer Grenadiers. I haven't really used them. I've only used them once, and like they're not fantastic. Especially because if you want the STGs, it's 100 munitions for them. They're more about the cloak and like they're hard to use, but they can be quite rewarding if you're able to effectively.
Cool. Captain be pushing up the top here. Really wants control over that fuel. Does Helping Hands.
Oh, Flamers.
Pretty important, and yeah, Flamers coming out on those riflemen. It's nice. I mean, you don't tend to get it on all of your squads. It's not bad on a map like, you know, Colony, especially on a winter map where, you know, you do have blizzards and you're going to have, you know, ambush potential as well.
Yeah, and the garrisons.
So Yeah, 1 or 2 flamers can normally be pretty nice. We don't normally see people invest that heavily into them.
Bars are generally better. Overall, bars are just a safer and a more consistent option. Also, flamers detonate, which is really annoying.
Yeah, but also do have a fuel cost on those bars, whereas the flamers are free in terms of fuel.
So if you want to like rush out something, you can go the flamers. Also, bear in mind with flamers, another strength is they don't require a weapons rack. So you can upgrade them on the field. So you can pop them like in a combat where normally you have to collect the weapon racks. So look, Pappy Daniel probably... I mean, he think he wants to go for the easy 8s, but he's such little command points, only 4. He probably can't get one. Tell you 3 helping hands.
And with that being said, I mean, M1s, they definitely are great. They're good AT, and if you can get another one of those and stall out for easy 8s, it's good to be able to call in a couple of them when they do become available.
Yeah.
If that is his plan, indeed his plan is he's not going for a major, which you'd expect, and then trying to go... yeah, trying to go for those easy 8s. The problem with that is going to be, it has been a bit of a slow game, so helping hands is going to be closer to his Panther before the CPs are available for Pappy O'Daniel. Or if he goes for it, or
if he goes for it, he may just go P4 spam.
Yeah, which is another possibility.
Again, you're only versing Shermans, or a Jackson. You don't need a Panther because you're going to consistently penetrate both the Jacksons and the Shermans. So P4s are more than capable. I mean, Jacksons will absolutely rip a P4 to shreds.
Oh yeah,
because they will always penetrate. But against Shermans, like P4 spam is fine, and it'll give him a lot of anti-infantry as well.
Stormtroopers are going to be forced off here. The Gren's doing some work. Blizzard is making it fun for a bunch of our players, I can tell.
Yeah, I think...
Don't really know what's capping and how many squads, and whether I should go in or not, and where my flamer is, and...
Also,
nice thing.
I think if Pappy Daniel was floating this much munitions, he should probably consider going for those grenades. Grenades definitely help out the matchup a fair bit. Also, bear in mind, something that you don't always quite realize is... that at Vet 3... The grenade, oh nice dodge, the grenade range increases significantly. The throw range on those American grenades is actually really huge.
Alright.
Yeah, when they hit Vet 3, it's like almost rifle grenade range.
Pretty big.
Rifle grenade range. Yeah, it's really huge. Like not quite, but it's very long.
I see a squad actually full here. Pappy O'Daniel not looking at the one in the church. Oh, he's delaying for the other squad. He must be.
Okay, alright.
Okay, bold. I think that flame is going to be in range of those Gren
if it reaches, it'll be deadly. Because it'll probably crit.
What?
Three
Grens. 3 Grens going down there, and he's going to have to retreat through it as well.
That was well calculated.
Yeah. This is good play from Pappy O'Daniel. He's making these flamers work. Yeah, I don't think I've seen anyone pull flamers off as effectively as Pappy O'Daniel.
To be fair, that was just crazy RNG.
Yeah, it was nuts.
And they can't reach here. So he's got a lot of Shreks. So that will actually give him a lot of anti-tank against these Shermans. Did he go? He went major, and I think that's a good idea.
I think I agree.
Because it'll just take too long. Like if a P4 comes out, which it will soon, it's going to be a long haul waiting for the easy 8.
And even with the major build time, even with the captain supervising it, it can take a while. So you don't want to be reactive when it comes to building, that Jackson for the P4. If the P4 comes out, you want to be, proactive and make sure you already have the major and you can go for Jackson.
What Pappy Daniel what he could even do, which I think I'd actually would like to see, is go for a Jackson. Now he doesn't need a Jackson yet, but he will eventually need a Jackson. And you want to have Easy 8. Easy 8 is better than a regular Sherman. But, like, he can't get the Easy 8 yet. So if he goes to Jackson now, it'll stall him off for the Panzer IV. If that comes out, won't be a problem. And then he will also eventually have Easy 8 plus Jackson, which is a fantastic composition. I said it before, and I say it again, this is a really bad map for Jacksons because of all the shot blockers and you can't really make use of the extra range. But it's still nice to have. If you're versing Panthers or Tigers, Shermans don't cut it. They just don't penetrate consistently enough.
And to somebody mention, I'm loving this control Pappy O'Daniel. He's just got this garrison, and because he's realised, he's looked at Helping Hands comp and says, how are you going to deal with garrisons, buddy? And especially big garrisons. And he just got that. Yeah, he forced a mortar.
He probably didn't even want that.
No, hell no, definitely not. He just couldn't get past this garrison. Because there's a rifleman squad with flamers inside. They're getting mad crits, and I mean he's going to force off these rear echelon now, and he might actually lose the squad. No, should vault and retreat.
Which you can bear in mind as well. Was that a bad smoke? That was a bad smoke. Probably
smoke?
A waste, to be honest.
Quite phosphorus. You do have to follow that up with
damage, regen
because
for free.
Yeah, it's certainly health that the white phosphorus actually does take off. So you do have to follow it up with tanks or infantry to actually drop models.
Oh, M1.
Not where you want to be.
So the thing is as well, you got to bear in mind, Helping Hands, he has no LMGs and he has no G43s. Because he went for those Shreks, it means that the Grenadiers would have a really hard time if there were bars. But even then, just regular riflemen's, especially with the flamers, they're struggling. Sorry, no, the riflemen, they're doing very well against the Grens because there's no upgrades. So whilst the Shreks are nice, it's really limiting his anti-infantry firepower. And I think that's why Pappy O'Daniel has the map, because the Grens just haven't got their LMGs. And now the Sherman's on the field.
So
the P4's being built.
It is. You remember how I said about 2 flamers was about what you wanted?
He went 4 flamers.
He went 4 flamers.
It's risky. They will detonate, and when you're blobbing, it's risky.
It can be tough, but you never know. Pappy O'Daniel's he's pulled it off thus far, and I think he's going to take this garrison back as well. The Sherman might have been people's on the field now.
Yeah, there's actually a captain as well, so I guess that'll give less incentive for a Jackson. Because the captain's going to be fine against a P4. It'll do okay damage, but against a Panther it won't penetrate the front armor. So the Sherman versus P4 matchups are very similar. They're very even. Yeah, there's a detonate. The Sherman has a lot better anti-infantry. Way better anti-infantry. And the P4 probably gets a better vet too, because it has a lot extra armor, so the Sherman don't penetrate as consistently. But like a lot of it's RNG, honestly. Like a 1v1 with a P4 and a Sherman, so long as they're both like equal positioning, it's probably RNG. But an M1 will make a difference. That's actually the armor piercing, discarding sabot rounds. That took a lot longer than I thought it would to say. The AP ammo, the extra damage range thing. Anyway, no pack guns on the side of Helping Hands, so that actually we're building one now. So
nice
that could be definitely an influence.
So finally, Pappy Helping Hands getting out of his base and starting to recap some stuff. He's down to 288 VPs as a result of how far he's pushed backwards. He finding some infantry. Lost the M1 as well. That's nasty.
He has the rear echelon. That's gonna be fine, and it's really cheap to reinforce.
True.
The cheapest faction to reinforce sport weapons on.
And didn't really have any veterancy tanks on the field.
Unless Osttrooper are cheaper than Echelon, which they probably are. But anyway, Doctor specific. Anyway, P4 on the field. M1 has been recrewed.
Very nice.
Sherman's going to be built, and now there's going to be... Bring it Jackson. Okay. Alright.
So, I mean, Sherman frontline with a Jackson backline can definitely work.
I was just surprised. I thought he was going to go EAZ8. Yeah. He won't need the Jackson against the P4, but he will need it against the Panther. But it won't be for a while. The Panthers, it's a long cost. But yeah, with the Jackson, this P4 is going to have no field presence. It's going to be like, pew! I sniped a rifleman. And then Jackson will be like, bump, there's half your health. Uh-oh.
See you later.
Yeah. So it may force out a double Pioneer squad for its extra repairs. Wow, that mortar was quite nice. Mortar's doing okay, 5 kills.
Yeah, doing some work here, and has actually finally destroyed the garrison. I'd say he'd be quite happy about that. It's been quite a pain in the neck for Helping Hands thus far. But yeah, it will be quite a while. Having gone Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3 on the side of Helping Hands, it is a pretty big fuel investment to then take up again.
Yeah, it'll take a while.
The Panther. It will be a while.
I think it's worth doing eventually, but he's going to have to wait a while. That being said, he has no fuel, so like he can't. If he had equal territory. It's a shame that taking up is so much, going from Tier 3 to Tier 4, but anyway. Also, bear in mind that there's 2 Shreks, so the Jackson's going to be really hard to use, especially with the Cloak. Like, the Jackson is probably going to die to these Shreks.
Got to be careful where he is, for sure.
Yeah, nice MG. That's a freshly built MG, in fact.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the Jackson. There we go.
Jackson. Oh, that's some damage right there. Oh, the Sherman still has the vision on the P4 as well, but he managed to back away. The Jackson's going to go on the chase. Might get another shot.
Yeah, there's the Shreks.
Oh, hello, Jackson. Second shot. Ooh.
He already fired. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I thought the second shot was going to go. Yeah. White Phosphorus coming out again. There's more damage to his own troops probably, but we'll force off the MG for now. Yeah, I don't know. The only thing I'm not very happy about is the white phosphorus use here from Pappy Daniel. We really need to follow it up in big engagements.
Or just build bars
instead. Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty big munitions investment. I think it's 120 or 60. Don't quote me on that.
30.
30. That was close. Yeah, 130 for the white phosphorus. So, pretty big investment there. Captain in the church, I really like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Until the mortar can actually get a lot of vision on it and start really punishing it, it will limit the mobility of that P4.
Yep.
Churches just cover a huge amount of area because it stops the flank point going onto the fuel, and it also stops any movement through the middle.
You get a lot of vision as well. Garrisons give big vision when they're a big structure, which will help his AT gun. Yeah, like that's a lot of vision.
Quite a lot. Nothing in there at the moment, though.
Well, when there are units occupying the garrison,
the church,
they do give a lot of vision.
The riflemen not very pious, and they will be staying out of.
Pious is pioneers.
So, yeah, pious is pioneers.
What does pious even mean?
Pious.
Yeah. I don't know, Blake.
Quite religiously devoted is the.
Really?
Yes.
Isn't that like zealous?
Zealous has a bit of a different meaning. Pious is more in relation to like a good kind of religious devotion, whereas zealous is like
it's more like you can be zealous about being a vegetarian.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. It's not related to the word religion, but you'll often see like a religious zealot.
So
righto.
They are used together quite a lot, but it does have more of a negative connotation to it. So.
Yeah, it's like
General Gentlemen discuss vocabulary.
Same as we say fanatics. Like, you're a fanatic. It's like, well, fuck you, man.
Yeah, that's not very nice. So. Yeah, some English words have more of a negative impact than others do, but nonetheless, we're playing Company Heroes.
Oh, M8, that's a great choice. I love that M8.
It's good.
Yeah, I like that.
It's good for, yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna work in really, really well, especially, with a mortar on the field, with a pack on the field, with an MG on the field, with another MG being built, which I hope Helping Hands cancels. Oh, he doesn't know, of course. Yeah, I was gonna say, he should know about the howitzer. He's like, oh no, he can't actually see what's being built.
Personally, I would go for another Pioneer squad.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Other than that, it's really hard to use M8s against packs because, like, they have the same range and they get two-shotted. So, like, if you very slightly get caught out of position, you can just lose that M8. Like, it's kind of counterintuitive because you would think that M8's good against packs, and they kind of are, but it's easy to lose them to the packs. That rifle squad's very, very low.
Taking a fair bit of damage
and that's the death smoke once again. Well, not really death smoke, it's very unpleasant smoke because it won't actually kill you.
Not really good to breathe in smoke and dodges it. I mean, you can do that.
Yeah, it's like, well, where's the follow-up? Like,
there's no follow-up. That's the third time there's no follow-up on that smoke.
The point of that
thing... You might not understand how it works.
I think more than anything, it's the make your pack move somewhere else. And then whilst your pack is moving somewhere else, you go balls deep with the Shermans.
You're going to have to go in with everything.
Yeah, because, like, if they stay still, they will die.
Sherman having a good time against that P4.
That was a pack, I think, that did damage to it.
Was it?
Well, maybe both.
Yeah,
it probably was both, actually. It's sort of the same as the Incendiary, is like, it's a free way of guaranteeing that the pack will pack up and move somewhere else. Which means that you can, like, definitely just go in.
Deciding not to repair under mortar fire.
General Gentlemen do recommend not repairing underneath mortar fire.
We guarantee that's an ideal way to lose squads, and there's nothing worse than the feeling when your vehicle crew is down to 2 members and you can't recrew it.
You also want to make sure that when you're repairing, you have vision. You don't want to be in a situation where out of nowhere, all of a sudden, Obersoldaten could walk around the corner and then kill 3 models of your vehicle crew.
You don't want that to happen.
Because when you're repairing, you take double damage, so you can lose that crew very fast.
Incredibly quick.
Or like just a rifle nade, or even just like regular LMG Grens, that they can just wipe 2 members, preventing the recrew. M8's going to be very great in this situation. The P4 won't be an double M8.
Wow.
Probably not a fan of the double M8.
Might be one too many.
But anyway, I guess there's also the M1, there's also the Captain.
There is some AT.
Yeah.
So there we go, I suppose.
His rifleman gets wiped. Vet 3, they're down. Pappy's getting pushed back. And look at the squads. Really great unit preservation from Helping Hands. He has just so much more than what Pappy does.
And it's working well for him because it's allowing to keep control over the map despite having, you know, a very, very clear tank disadvantage here. You know, with 4 on the side of Pappy, and he's only got the P4 because he knows, look, I'm going to hold out for the Panther. It's going to be a while. It will. So just hold on to my squads, and that's exactly what he's done. Up to this point, he's almost got a full pop cap with only 1 P4. Good play.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, 4 Vet 3 Grenadier squads. I had them all since the very start there. Captain's got to be careful. Get down to 1 model. Don't want to lose that.
And they're just now finally getting their LMGs. That's a telemine. Oh, man. Wouldn't it be nice if you could build mines, Pappy? Wouldn't it be easier to kill vehicles with your crappy AT?
Oh, the Sherman's going for it. Oh, no, the rifleman saved him, maybe.
Now, you got to bear in mind, he will have the repair critical. Like, but if there's an MG, he can't repair his Sherman underneath MG fire. The pack is firing as well. Where is the P4? There goes the rifleman squad. Pappy losing more of these Vet 3 squads.
That's what happens. They do blow up those flamers right now. The Sherman's going to back away here. The telemine, the P4 blew it up.
Yeah.
Whoopsie-daisies.
That being said, the Shrek will wipe this Sherman, it seems.
The Blizzard.
Oh, the shot blocker as well. There goes your Sherman. That had a very veteran vehicle crew. That alliteration,
That alliteration out of 10. I'm probably giving it a 10. That rifleman squad, it's one of the last ones Pappy actually has. Needs to get that out of there. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot.
Needs bars, man.
Needs bars. We needed bars a while ago.
We were saying that before bars got buffed.
Yeah,
even when bars were absolutely trash, we were like, probably should get bars.
We were crying about it and saying, oh, I don't want to get bars, but we were getting bars.
You get bars.
Yeah, it's generally a good thing to do. But yeah, a couple of flamers have blown up, and that's, you know, not been the best for Pappy Daniels. He's been having
in his lost squads. He might even lose those Stormtroopers. They're quite squishy. They die if they're being chased.
Chase. Okay. No, they walk away.
Yeah.
To live another day, and the Shrek survives there. And mates, yeah, they're firing. They're kind of doing the barragey thing. I guess that's all they really can do in the Blizzard. Blizzard does limit the M8's effectiveness.
Unless you get really lucky.
Yeah, unless you get really lucky.
When you just, like, blindly attack ground. So, other than that, Helping Hands, he can afford another P4. He doesn't have the pop cap for it, though. So, I don't know if he'll tech up, just because why not? Or if he'll, like, wait until he loses a squad and then builds another P4. I think either would be a pretty safe option.
Gotta be careful not to fall in the trap of not suiciding your units to get pop cap. You really do need to do that at some point.
Well, but if you're pop capped and you're floating, like, build either a fuel point or a tech up because, like, hey, why not?
So working out here, Helping Hands starting to push back and getting the VP, which is nice. 183 for him, 409 for Pappy Daniels. So that's another advantage that he does have. He held on to the territory for so long. It was a pretty big bleed on Helping Hands. And mates moving together. Hard for them to be aggressive though against a couple of packs and those Shreks.
Yeah.
Can't fire through that edge.
I think he can if he manually barrages.
Can you really?
Oh. Cool. Well, yeah, I mean, because you fire over things.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Same with the pack howitzer.
Barrage. Yeah, of course the barrage goes up.
And same like with the infantry walk on.
Is there a minimum range on that? The barrage?
Yeah, it's not huge though. It's like a little bit, but he could have definitely gone for it. I don't know if attack ground works. Or if you need.
I think that's what I mean. Attack ground goes like forward instead of up.
Yeah. But the barrage at least will go
up.
Yeah, upwards. So a slow game.
Quite. But Helping Hands has done a fantastic job of stalling out fuel.
And he's got a Vet 3 mortar, and this mortar's doing well.
It is.
Yeah, I think Pappy, he kind of. He lost too many squads that he just shouldn't have because he was microing elsewhere and he didn't have bars. And now, like, even if he gets bars, it's too late. The LMG greens are already going to be shredding. Rifleman actually missed completely.
No good there.
Oh, man.
Back away. Oh, that's a nasty retreat path, but they're getting blocked.
When you body block, like, that big, the Riflemen aren't shooting. Like, the Riflemen aren't actually firing.
Yeah.
Oh, and the MG gets the suppression anyway.
Triple suppression here. Deserve veterancy just for that, and the M8's going to be rolling in. They're getting actually really close to that MG. They're going to be careful, but they're not inside pack range yet. MG's retreating now. He'll probably die. One member still there. Yeah, Death Mike, but not followed up. I think he just doesn't understand how the mechanic of it works.
I mean, I don't think he could have followed it up.
Yeah.
But I think that means that he shouldn't have wasted that much munitions. It's not bars, man.
It's more bars.
Like,
bars.
Look, his floating fuel, his floating munitions. There's no reason not to get bars at this stage. And maybe he doesn't think they're good, in which case he is wrong. He's incorrect. Bars are pretty good.
They're fantastic.
It's like saying, nah, I don't want to get Rifleman because I think rear echelon are better. Well, it's like, well, that's your opinion. But your opinion's wrong. Unless you're Romeo, in which case you spam M19s, in which case you are very correct.
Yes.
But Romeo's the exception.
Romeo's the exception that proves the rule in this case, because he just crazy ass things.
Double Jackson, not a fan. Do not recommend.
No, not
cringe.
Not on Clodney.
And like against P4s, one Jackson is enough against P4s. The problem of Jacksons, they don't penetrate, but against P4s, they penetrate P4s.
Most definitely.
And also, like, the way that Jacksons work is they don't have good sight for themselves. So you need to have something else sighting for them, which, if it is a second Jackson, will just die. But if it's a Sherman, it has a lot more health, has more armor, it has smoke.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's not good at all, because I just remembered, the Sherman died, didn't it? So,
Sherman died.
Yeah, for Pappy, I was thinking, he's still got a Sherman, but no, he doesn't. He's got two M8s.
I think what he's thinking is he has the M8s. He has anti-infantry.
Needs more AT.
So he needs more AT, but like you can lose these really easily. Especially like, I think double M8 isn't twice as strong as single M8.
No. Whoop. Good target acquisition there though by the M8s.
Oh,
wow.
Jesus. Yeah, it's gonna die though with a pack perhaps. Nope.
Oh,
maybe. What was he gonna go for? He doesn't have vision, I think.
Jacksons are up.
He doesn't have vision. He, of course, is blind through the fog of war.
Yeah, it must be on the edge of the Jackson's vision as well. They can't see the back. Not going to be moving in for it. P4's rotating back, and he's actually going for a second P4 helping Hans. Decided to go for that.
He already has it.
Yeah.
I think it's fair enough. Especially given how low he was on VPs.
Just wants to make sure he doesn't lose out there.
Yeah. Like, the Panther would have been better, like, in the long run, but the fuel cost is pretty obnoxious.
The mate's still firing. The VP's still being held here by helping Hans, so he's not letting any more. Pack's actually going to be moving forward.
Yeah, he might lose that to Rifleman.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going for it. He's facing the wrong direction.
Way, though.
But the P4's, he has Blitzkrieg as well. He also has the global Blitzkrieg. Costs fuel, though. But he has a lot of fuel. Now, they're facing the wrong way. There we go.
Jackson take a hit, though. Here comes the P4s. The P4s say, hello,
they're facing the wrong direction. He may lose the Jacksons, though, the pack and the P4s. They will burst it down. If the pack fires, abandon his P4. There goes a Jackson. And there goes the other Jackson as well.
It just didn't move from the pack.
Jacksons get three-shotted by everything. That's why Jacksons... double Jackson, at least, is hard to use. Single Sherman can take like 4 or 5 shots.
Hopefully he grabs up his P4 and gets that away, because then 2 P4s and no... Oh, we can't grab it with that grand spreading. We need to retreat that.
A good snipe. And these howitzer carriages are actually getting some really great veterancy. Vet 2 is pretty great.
It's good. Yeah, so what we saw there is I think he's going to repair it before he recruits it, maybe.
Well, it was the P4s facing the wrong direction.
Yeah, P4s were facing the wrong direction because there, and he went in with it, and he could have lost the engagement, but the Jackson at the back lines just sat there as it took 3 pack shots. It just sat there.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
So this is why everything in the game needs target vehicle only.
Yeah. Everything in the game.
Everything in the game that has AT needs target vehicle only.
Yeah,
because the P4s
try and, like, attack ground forward and then stop and then like
and this is clunky. Like there's no reason why a P4 shouldn't be able to target vehicle only, because then it derped its main gun and just started firing at like something stupid when it should have been going for the Jackson. And I'm sure that's what Helping Hans wanted and intended to do, but the game was like, nope, you can't do that unless you attack ground, which is clunky, and you got to stop and you got to move. And, like it's a nightmare.
It's ridiculous. Needs to be in the game.
Or at least a hold fire. It's like...
Yeah, hold fire or like, hold fire would work, or like hold turret position or something like that. Yeah, hold fire when the turrets are forward or something like that.
Yeah.
That'd work. Because not only had the P4s have to reload, they also had to turn their turrets to the front. It's just a dumb amount of time.
Even then, the engagement still went fine.
Even then, Helping Hans not losing squads. Again, kudos to you, sir. GeneralsGentlemen do award swag points for not losing squads.
Indeed.
I think we'll go with 20 in this case. Well done, sir. Done well. So yeah, Church is done for. So Helping Hands can't take that one. Hold that munitions.
Not very pious anymore.
Not very pious anymore, no. VPs are actually taken in favour of Pappy Daniel, and there's no reason that should be happening unless Helping Hands decides not to.
Well, I think it's because every time he wants to cap a point, the M8s are like, you can't cap that point.
Cap the point. That's not going to happen. They've been doing a great job of this deny here.
If they keep moving, they should be fine though. Like, they don't hit moving targets very well. Yeah. You just keep moving. I don't think they won't hit enough. You should, yeah, keep moving. Keep moving.
So many shots.
They can still scatter, but Pack, will it wipe? That's what I mean. Pops a smoke. Will it be enough? No, smoke saved him. See, like it's very easy to lose the M8s to packs, especially in the old patch where the packs fired like 4 times as fast. And by 4, I mean like 0.3.
Jackson on the field now. Another one for Pappy O'Daniel. He's down to 101 fuel. So, yeah, I mean, I guess stalling out the VPs might be the best option for him at the moment. If he can hold them. It'll be hard for him to do that, though, against 2 P4s, which I'm surprised they don't have veterancy, probably because their turrets weren't patching forward at the time.
And now Helping Hands has fuel. So now Helping Hands has a lot of options. He can go for whatever he wants. He can go triple P4, which he couldn't do because pop cap, but like eventually, if he lost his P4, he could go another P4.
Taking out might be a good option for him at this point.
Yeah, like a Brumbar might be fun.
Yeah,
Brumbars are good against infantry and Jacksons, with the help of P4s. And that's going to be the Jackson derping out.
One track spot does actually land! Ouch!
Squad Wiperinos.
Squad Wiperinos from those M8s.
Oh, the Shrek on the ground.
No! I thought he was going to lose that squad as well. I thought he was going to lose the Grens. Just picking up the Shrek.
Now, one thing that I'd like to do is actually...
Yeah,
I would... Oh, he's going to lose that. I would love to see Helping Hands use the Global Blitzkrieg, the breakthrough, where all vehicles have basically extra movement speed, they can decapture points. Like, 40 fuel's a lot, but when he's pop capped, like, fuel's nothing. He can't spend the fuel, he might as well. Especially if you then decapture points, you can use the break supply... Oh, no, the close the pocket. But, yeah, loses the M8. He still has 1 left. I think this is...
the higher vetted one. I think this might be game over, though.
Yeah. There's the Sherman. I don't know why he's building a Sherman and not getting a easy 8.
There's just no real way for Pappy O'Daniel to cap points or be aggressive because he has no squads. Whereas Helping Hands has all the squads.
Yeah, all the squads.
With the upgrades and
he has MGs and he has like a good unit comp.
Packs and really, really nice unit comp. Nothing that can really worry him here because there's no heavy tanks on the side of Pappy O'Daniel because he's playing US forces.
Yeah, because he played the wrong faction.
Yeah.
Because he win the game by the 10-minute mark.
Yeah. And one shot actually doesn't penetrate there. Second one does though. Just a little bit of veterancy coming down, but yeah, I think this is going to be done. Oh, Stormtroopers looking for the kill.
I don't know if it'll kill it though.
Yeah. Well, firing
the Shreks do less than a pack will, so it won't 2-shot an M8.
No.
And oh, Jackson got something.
I think got a model there.
Yeah, I mean that's strange. I really don't know why he didn't go for an easy 8 rather than the like Sherman.
I think they have better
anti-infantry.
Oh, so, no. Better AT. Like than the easy 8s. The easy 8s have better. They're like high explosive.
What?
Aren't they?
No.
No?
The tier 4 Sherman.
The tier 4 Shermans
has the HE and the AP.
And the AP.
Easy 8s have
a
lot better. Did he put a telemite underneath that wreck?
That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah, S-mines.
Yeah, it might have been S-mines.
Yeah, anyway, sorry. Yeah, Easy 8, it's better penetration, better damage.
Yeah.
But the...
Yeah, I got confused which one was which.
Yeah.
It's the other way around.
The tier 4 Sherman has the HE
There's
shells.
a lot of Shermans. There's Soviet Shermans as well.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know what the difference is.
Between Soviet Shermans?
No, between Soviet M4 Sherman and Easy 8. I don't know the difference. They're probably the same.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to ask Relic.
Or coachestats.org.
Yeah.
Or whatever it's called.
We could ask coachestats.
Yeah.
coachestats.org or coachestats.org?
I don't know. Yeah, anyway. I know the difference between a T-3485 and a Sherman. T-3485s have a bit more penetration, but the M4C Shermans have better rate of fire.
Oh, okay.
And they have a pintle-mounted machine gun.
Right, of course.
So, in summary, they're better against... Ow! They're better against riflemen.
Water's doing work.
Yeah, this is game over.
That's three for a while, but yeah, this is definitely game over here. Pappy O'Daniel just really can't contest his points.
I'm going to finish my sentence, is that okay?
Yeah, go.
Do you mind? So the M4 Shermans are better against infantry, and if you can get a flank, they're better because of the... Oh, just kidding, Jacksons don't penetrate P4s consistently. What a shame that is. No, they do. It's like a 90% penetration, it's pretty high. He may lose that though, actually, if he's not careful.
Lose that P4.
Yeah, does he have smoke?
Ooh, don't turn that way.
Derperinos. Derperinos. He missed. It's okay. Jacksons don't hit things either.
They miss a lot.
That's why Jacksons are... Can't even kill P4s. Can't even kill P4s.
That was a nice expression of anger there, Machine. I really felt that one.
And like, I wasn't even using the Jackson. Just like, imagine how mad you would be.
You were using it.
Like the one time that I lost a game because my Vet 2.5 Jackson didn't penetrate the frontal armor of a Jagdpanzer IV 3 times in a row when it was one shot away from dying. Jackson, please.
Good montage.
I didn't make a montage of it.
Did you?
Oh no, yeah.
That was part of
there was the Jackson montage, but that wasn't part of it.
Wasn't it?
That was only a game like a couple of days ago that I played.
Okay. Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
There you go.
Anyway, yeah, this game's over. Like, there's actually nothing that he can do.
Unfortunately.
Like, actually nothing. He's a floating fuel, so like even if Helping Hands loses everything, I'll just build 3 more Panzer IVs. Like, nothing you can do. But still, we will see what Pappy O'Daniel has. Nothing really at all at this stage. Oh, we may wipe that. Nope.
Oh, not quite. As you're saying, moving target's not really that good.
Yeah, they don't really hit moving targets. Sort of like broom bars and the bulldozer Sherman. Like, he doesn't hit moving targets at all.
So Stormtroopers weren't really super impressive, I guess. This game. I mean, it's nice to see the. I guess it's cool to see them. But,
I mean, I don't know if it was necessarily Helping Hands using them because they're the best, or if it was him using them because it's like, I'm bored of Tigers. So, yeah, I want to do something other than spamming Tigers every single game.
Respect.
I think realistically, all they did would mean that he didn't have LMG grins, which meant that he would have lost infantry engagements if Pappy O'Daniel decided to build bars when he should have.
And I guess it would have been also a good way to deal with the M20 if it actually did come out.
Yeah, exactly, or a Stuart or something like that. So, also, it will have a lot of good anti-infantry if he decided to go for the STG-44 upgrade, which he didn't do, but he could have if he wanted to. Good at ambushing.
What?
He's in land of Panzerfaust.
Yeah, definitely in range. Oh, decided not to go for it.
What did he? Oh, that was a Shrek. Oh, it's a Grenswell with a Shrek. Okay.
And
yeah, because it was like it penetrated, but there was no damage engine, so I didn't know what happened. But it was
nice dodge.
Dodge, as in loses 2 models.
Yeah.
And yeah, that is a Rifle-Nade dodge. Is like, oh, I dodged it. Oh, I lost 2 models, rather than
losing
4
the entire
models.
Squad. Yeah.
You gotta wipe that squad.
Nice little wipe there.
What are these Panzer IVs? What are they doing? They have Blizzard. They should Blitzkrieg in, man.
Yeah, you should definitely go for this one. That's the best time to go for something.
Blitzkrieg. Global Blitzkrieg.
Let's go.
I don't think Global Blitzkrieg punishes accuracy as much as doctrinal, as Veterancy Blitzkrieg.
People's coming in. They find the Jacksons.
The Jacksons are very good against tanks.
They do indeed. The Pack's actually going to finish this one off. But the Peoples are just going to keep going. GG is called
well played.
By Pappy O'Daniel. Well played.
Yeah, it was well played by Helping Hands, but I think Pappy O'Daniel, not as much of a seasoned player, did make a few crucial mistakes. Even then, like, it would have been fine if he didn't lose squads, but, like, I just don't think he quite was able to multitask as well as Helping Hands was. Like, when there were those really big engagements, when he was, like, microing his tanks, he sort of lost track of infantry squads, which is something that Archon Hawk loves doing.
Oh, I love doing that, yeah.
Is having a really good engagement, be like, yeah, man, I flanked that tiger, I got the tiger. It's like, yeah, Blake, but you lost like 3 squads of engineers.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry. I just find it really hard to do the really crucial... You get really, like, flustered when you're doing when you're in really big engagements and you lose that finesse art to be able to click a squad and then hit retreat.
You tunnel vision. I know.
Yeah, you just tunnel vision hard.
I do that as well. Everyone does it.
So it's understandable for Pappy O'Daniel then. And to be fair to him, he had a fantastic early game and he got to the point where he had literally the entire map from taking from those rifleman flamers and taking the garrisons really well. And then after that, yeah, he just kind of ran into the ground a bit, but still well played.
I think more Shermans would have been nice.
Yeah, more Shermans would have been nice. Yeah, could definitely have helped out there, I guess. I think there was probably a period there where we could have punished Helping Hands a little bit more, and other than that, it's just unit preservation.
Because when you're versing only P4s, like Shermans actually can deal with P4s with no problems, whereas when you're versing Panthers and Tigers, the Sherman just won't penetrate.
Especially having access to easy 8s as well.
Yeah, especially easy 8s, but because then you can go for those base rapes, like you can try and wipe squads on retreat and stuff. But anyway, that'll wrap this one up.
Cheers.
See you later. We are the Generals Gentlemen.